Hey everyone, welcome to the Clips channel. Did you know this isn't our main channel? Yeah, you should subscribe over and find our main videos and our streams as well. We also have a podcast that you can find wherever podcasts can be found, so explore the internet. See you there.
Is there room for a Mass Effect dialogue wheel?
I am the warrior of light. Yes, it is I, the warrior of light.
Did you say Xenos instead of Elidibus?
I get confused sometimes because this is what I've been up to.
I will
for
not
so long.
mince words.
Sir, I don't want to alarm you, but you have a
episode.
face on your back.
Oh yes, yeah, my cool like mask. Yeah, I don't know why I have a face on my back. It is cool though. It goes right into a cutscene, so I clicked her and it was just going.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm joining.
I'll see you at Exarch.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true.
It's so quirky.
It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man. A younger man. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy.
No, this is a good. I like this. This is good. This is nice.
It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy
These are good
there.
concerns. Yeah, framing it all scary like.
Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past, remind him of all the pain that came before.
Oh, I like the frankness of the second one, but I like how poetic the first action is.
The first one's wise. It's wise. I like first.
But I'm also kind of playing my character as a himbo, so.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of sad he didn't get like the good, but I thought that was just him being like, I love adventure. Like, what, you guys are going on adventure without me? Well, come on, like, include me in the conversation. I want to DM the room, you know? I like the first one because I believe, you know, your friends are who you choose, you know? You gotta kind of sue a happy life.
Okay.
But we can deviate. Do you want to deviate?
I'm deviating.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Is that so?
Is that so?
Then
Are you
perhaps
sure?
we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
I'm glad we got more Lena voice acting. I thought it was going to be a bunch of readies.
Now he could confuse the salmon fillet can he not feel in his hands because they're, you know, made of crystal? So he could have.
There's only one crystal hand, not both.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Also, cat nose and fish, man.
Well, I mean, I don't know if cat people are more prone to fish. I'm not. But you know, if you have a fish fillet and you
They're
had a
cat
knife,
people, Kyle. They're into fish.
we don't know that. That doesn't come up in
That's
this
the
game.
joke. That's why it's salmon
No.
and not something else.
What?
It's not the steak incident.
No,
It's not the chicken incident.
but I'm just saying, if he was using his crystal hand, he may have confused.
Also, some people who write for Final Fantasy 14 here, or at least the localization team, are very up on what you should feed a male cat, because usually you go with tuna as the joke, but tuna actually tends to lead to more urinary crystals, which is much more a bigger risk in male cats. So salmon is typically a better pick.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Not a cat nutritionist, but I did work with a cat rescue for quite some time. So, yeah.
I didn't know about the tuna thing. Oh.
Yes, it's worse with male cats. Yeah. And that's why you came to this stream.
Yes, that's the fish moment. The fish moment.
What MSQ stream would give you this breakdown of what fish you should be eating and or feeding your cat?
Actually, there might be a high chance of that because same MSQ moment about fish and Catman.
Probably.
Happened.
Someone somewhere made the similar joke. I'm going to click on Lena now.
Yep, do it.
I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I will see the others back to their post. You freaking roll, Lena. I wish to fight alongside you on the field of battle once more.
Well, I mean, we probably will.
With any luck. Or misfortune? With any misfortune.
Yeah, I would expect it to be a misfortune. I don't.
I'll pay the teleport.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. After you.
If we fight alongside Lena, I don't see it going well. But that'd be its own story beat.
You're a story beat.
Sometimes.
In your own story.
Oh, that's true. I'm more than a beat. I'm the main character of my own story.
Ah, yes. I was hoping to speak with you about on second thought, never mind. It would be rude of me to pry. I bet it was about Lena.
Yeah.
It's about Lena. Or the salmon incident.
I want to ask about the salmon incident.
Yep. All right. Clicking on Alphino, who says, the others were quite shocked to hear of what we found in Lakeland. But now that you're here, there is a proposal I should like to make. My Alphino is being invaded by Lena.
I can hear it, man. Yeah, dude, you're doing great. You're doing wonderful. I can't
get out of it. I can't pull out of it.
Yeah.
Oh. I have been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and of late I have noted more and more people perusing books on history, the years leading up to the flood in particular. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light. As well they should, but nearly everything I've come across describes them as sin eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry their sudden appearance, in conjunction with this renewed interest in their predecessors, may lead to growing unrest and fear. If the people of the Crystarium seek the truth, I say we give it to them. I, too, can attest to the falsehoods found within full many of the Cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades.
To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the flood. But when the tale is told again and again over the course of the century, I'm not surprised to see that their roles distorted and then painted as villains.
Were it not for the records stored within the tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, that knowledge was of no use, for when I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remained those who worked tirelessly to defend their good name in those early days following the flood.
Considering all the good they had done, I found it a wonder they need defending at all. They brought to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring them about the fall of Vobert. That such hero... Verbert. Sherbert. That such heroes could be spoken of in the same breath as a sin eater is absurd.
Under normal circumstances, I would agree. But as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained. That they were the cause of the flood. With the worlds on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains deserving only of resentment and hate.
At that point, the truth matters little. It would not change their lot.
Thanks to all of you, however, their lot has changed, and now they may heed the long-forgotten truth. You claimed it was Ardbert who helped you overcome Emmett's Silk, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who knew him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of his sacrifice. To that end, I say we proceed with Alphino's plan. We call together the people of the Crystarium and recount them the true tale of the Warriors of Light and the flood that followed in their wake. Let's gather everyone together so evil Fobert can show up and do something terrible. Well, what say you, Tuna? Val? Sorry. I'm going with that bottom one.
Okay.
But you can do what you want.
No. I'm just saying the idea of getting people together is always a bad idea, because that's how you get primals. So it could be a little bit. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be like, yeah, good. They're all telling the story. It's gonna make me more powerful. And he's absorbing all the faith that's growing in the Warriors of Light, and he's gonna use it and become more powerful. If you want primals, that's how you get primals.
I was making a simple observation. I wasn't expecting there to be so much behind that.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
This is how you get
Anyway,
primals.
I'm going with the bottom choice in 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't like this plan at all.
In hindsight, I agree. But better late than never, no? Exarch, might I ask that you continue working with Becklug on our means of returning home? The rest of us will gather to see the people of the Crystarium in the Exedra. The hell's the Exedra? I don't remember anything named the Exedra.
Exedra, ask your doctor.
Oh my god. Kyle, that's only going to work with American audiences because it's illegal to advertise drugs literally everywhere else in the world.
Really?
Yes.
That's great.
Pretty much, that I'm aware of. I don't know if that's true in every single country, but I know my friends from Europe come here and they're very confused by the commercials on TV.
I'm sure, particularly when they say the fast stuff at the end, that's got to be horrifying.
Anyway, we have to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread and more will accompany them.
I have a grand idea. Let's get together a bunch of crystals while we're at it. We'll put them in boxes in the corners. They'll be just fine.
What do goblins called on this world? Let's find one to sacrifice the entire family of except for one small child and send my poor sister into a major PTSD episode.
Perfect. The perfect plan.
Let's do it.
Crystal Echock says...
If we could do it on a starry night, even better.
There can be no darkness without the light. And
oh my god, where are you?
What? The Crystal Echock.
Oh, you're talking to the Echock.
Yeah.
Okay, because I stepped out and we have to go to a lot of places. And I'm like, damn, Kyle, you're zooming ahead.
No, I'm not taking my time. Arbo is there in your honor of need. The people must be told.
Why did we go so dark all of a sudden? Don't blame us. Blame the writers of this game.
We're just conditioned.
All I'm doing is telling you the story of what has already happened in this game.
Exactly. Saying this.
Sorry, Kobold. I'm getting my kobolds and my goblins mixed up. This is GG Canon.
Wait, no.
My apologies.
What? No. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a kobold, not a goblin. It's not the goblin, but the cheese and the Illuminati.
But technically, they didn't summon. So, okay.
Both summoned primals, but different primals.
Yeah, but I don't think they summoned Alexander directly. It was already there, maybe? It was underwater? It's we're asleep.
Okay.
They sleep like my son. This is a real NPC? That's great. Here, you gotta come see this.
Oh my god.
Look how dwarves sleep.
Who's sleeping? The dwarf?
Look behind the
that's
shield.
a player.
Yeah.
That's a player. That's a player.
That is a player? Oh,
everyone's
a player. Oh.
Everyone on this bed is a player.
Oh, I couldn't click them or something. Maybe my mouse got stuck.
Your son sleeps with his butt in the air?
Yeah, like curled up. Yeah.
Ah, that's adorable, like a little drunk person.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at a sleepover and there's no blanket.
Yep.
We do provide blankets.
I'm talking to chamomile tea over here.
Chamomile.
Tuna, Val, what a wonderful surprise. Though I hope you being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had far fewer patients coming through my door of late, which is a shame, come to think of it. I've had fewer opportunities to test my new medicines. I should start advertising them on local television. I jest, of course. It's actually been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and again. The truth about the Warrior of Light, but the Exarch has already spoken with me about them. Well, if there's more to the tale, I'd very much like to hear it. Okay.
Okay, getting everybody
Here's a
together.
cookie for you, grandson.
All right.
'Cause that's the voice I do for literally every old lady in this game.
Dearie.
Unless Kyle starts reading it, and then it's like that. Well, what a coincidence. I was just reading over a letter I received from Gretel not long ago. He says a visitor from the Crystarium found him at the bottom of the ocean, and that he inspired him to reach new artistic heights. Well, I can only think of one person capable of both feats, though I'd say the latter is far more impressive. To think fate could bring the two of you together in such a place. Yeah, I bought this armor off him. It was really cool. I'm sorry, you mean the Exarch didn't tell us the whole story of the Warriors of Light? Well, whatever he's left unsaid, I am all ears, and not just because I'm an Ellison.
Yeah, but they're in those
Sorry, elf.
hats. Oh, I hate, ear stress. Oof.
Dude, they actually, like, the fact that they actually put little ear holes in them in this game, though, is a testament to the effort of Final Fantasy
It is
XIV.
effortful, but it looks so uncomfortable. Like wearing headphones all day.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
But at least the game did it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
they did it. Yeah, no, totally.
Every time I put a helmet on a Tauren in World of Warcraft, I'm like, you could have done better.
Sure. Yeah, no,
You could've done
I
better.
agree with you. I agree with you. The library looks great. There's all this like cast lighting. This is
Yes, Kyle. Welcome to the 20th century, let alone the 21st.
You know, I've been living in 2013 for a while. It was
I guess that's still been
it was
21st
good.
century, but yes.
It was a good 20 years.
2013 was a good year.
Yeah.
2013 was
Was it?
good. My favorite year is 2015.
I'd have to
That was a
research.
good year.
I'd have to research.
I got married in 2015.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was like it was the first year like I made like decent money from working, like, and got married
That's
and
cute.
did BlizzCon and
That's
we honeymooned at Maui. Like 2015 was a good year. It's a good year.
Well done.
I remember it fondly.
Well done.
And Morin says, I do not remember the voice I was doing for Morin. No, this can't be. Surely there's at least one book here that does not cast the Warriors of Light and their deeds in such a negative light. Shocked. Oh, Judah, Val, forgive me. The Cabinet of Curiosity has been bustling with visitors of late, but I fear our repository lacks for the knowledge they seek. The people wish to know the truth of the flood, of the Warriors of Light. I have searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them as no better than sin eaters, abominations, worthy only of scorn and resentment. I know they were not always judged so harshly, yet I can find no proof. And I dare call myself a librarian. You would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warriors of Light? Of the Flood? How wonderful! You've regaled me with the tale once before, but I should love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured I will not come alone. Wait, did someone in chat say the warriors that no one likes instead of the Warriors of Light?
Wow.
The warrior of no likes? I like that.
No likes,
I like
yeah.
that. Yeah. That's what I'm going to call the next video that underperforms. The warrior of no likes.
I like it. You keep morale high.
Nobody, don't fret, Kyle. It's just a warrior of no likes.
Yeah, no worry of no likes.
Next time we do a Last of Us video.
Raggy, come to browse my wares in the markets, have you? Well, I can guarantee you have no trouble finding what you need, whatever it may be. Under Yulmore's new leadership, trade has never been more prosperous. Word is, that fellow from Daedalus Stoneworks has taken over as mayor. Did he really? Little wonder business is booming by
Oh,
this.
sorry. I wasn't reading ahead and I was like, are you questioning that? Because, yeah, we know that. We were there.
Imagine it won't be long before all of Novrand reaps the benefits. We've not come to talk about the market. Something on your mind?
Yada, 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 yada.
I
Hi.
see. The Exo did mention that he had something to do with your returning of the night in Overend. All right, consider my interest piqued. Oh, that's how you spell piqued? I didn't know that. I thought it was just a mountain. You piqued interest.
What? No. To pique interest is completely different.
Yeah, well, you know, we piqued the interest. The interest reaches a climax. A peak.
Having spent the last 12 years of my life seeing how you spell things, that doesn't surprise me.
But it made sense. You read it. It made sense. You can't deny that it made sense.
I knew what you meant, and that's
Phonetic
really,
spelling.
at the end of the day, all that matters.
Exactly.
All that matters. Yeah. It's not a dunk. We know each other well.
No, it's not a dunk at all. I literally,
not a dunk at all.
literally like in text.
What that is
Yes.
deep understanding.
Yes.
That's what that is.
There's literally a part in our friendship or any friend I have where I text you and I'm like, listen, I'm gonna stop Googling what I'm spelling and I'm just gonna write, okay? So just get ready for it. I'm done spelling correctly
okay.
around you.
Kyle, real quick. Look at the bricks in the far distance on the back wall.
Okay.
They look nice and crisp to you?
Yeah.
Now look at the bricks on the center column of the bar.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy, right? They look like a potato?
We
They're
gotta
potato bricks?
I gotta go to the back wall. Maybe it's just distance.
Is it distance?
I don't know. I'm
Okay,
already.
hey, come with me. Hold on.
No,
'cause I want to make sure.
I'm talking to Gleinard already.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
get through Gleinard. I'm sorry.
Those are some potato-ass bricks, my God.
Okay, we'll check out the potatoes.
Was I New Yorkering for Glennard?
I think you were. Yeah, I think you were.
Yeah, I think I was New Yorkering.
Yeah, bring it,
Well, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whatever it is, I must ask you be brief. With the night returned, visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, and I find myself too busy by half. I don't mind it, though. Seeing the stars so full of life and excitement, one can almost forget the flood ever happened. The truth about the Warriors of Light. But you already told me all there is to know, didn't you? Well, if there's more to the story, I'd love to hear it. Maybe then I can compete with Ciela in regaling patrons with stories of their heroism. Perhaps I'll even inspire a few aspiring adventurers.
All right.
Like that damn catboy that comes by every once in a while. He's
To the
still a
bricks.
total dweeb. We love him, though.
Oh, yeah.
We love the
Well,
Greek. He's a dweeb, but we love him. Oh, are you checking out the bricks?
Yeah.
These bricks are 100% crisper.
Well, look at these bricks here by the light. You can see the light kind of cascading down them, so they have some depth. Or
Yeah,
fake
this is a
depth.
bump map, for
Yeah.
sure. These are crisper bricks than what's going on in the center column.
Maybe, well, that would cause them to stretch. So maybe it's the same exact texture, but when you do a column, there's going to be more room in the.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like there's just no bump map on it. Like, it looks like a
Oh,
flat.
you're right. Yeah, they're flat.
Well,
No,
a little bit.
It doesn't look like the light is really catching on them.
Yeah, on the backside, the shadow is a little
Yeah.
darker, so there's something going on. But yeah, it kind of looks like a Sims 1 wallpaper.
Yeah, these back bricks, these back bricks are really doghouse. These front ones, not so not so doghouse on those. Not so doghouse.
Jesus Christ. All right. There you are. Between the four of us, I dare say we've swept the Crystarium from top to bottom. I've remembered how to do Alpha now. Now we need but wait for the people to gather. I legitimately could not
It was great, dude.
find it before.
It was adorable.
It's a little more hoity-toity.
Oh, wow.
I try and find my C-3PO.
Look at that. Look at the crowd. Proper crowd. A crowded crowd.
It is a crowded crowd.
This looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we?
Let's just begin, shall we?
Bets on how it gets interrupted. Nah, we're still too early in the patch. We're still too early in the patch. If we were if we were a little deeper in the evening, I think it gets interrupted. But I think
What would be interesting is if Fobert shows up and Rick starts fighting with us about the story we're telling about him.
that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Like from the back balcony, because there's that upper level by
Yeah.
the main aetherite crystal.
Yeah.
And he's just like, what a load of bollocks or something like that.
I can
Like
see
it
it.
just starts talking about how these fine heroes are lying to all of you, you sheep. Like something like that. Something
or
like that.
Embrace shows up Embraces this hero kind of story and does the false prophet kind of thing, like Megamind. I think it's been a while since I've seen Megamind.
I haven't seen it since it was in theaters. I had
I'm
a buddy
on
who worked
Shall
on
We.
it, so I got to see it at DreamWorks. It was cool.
That's cool.
Do your part, thank a mod.
Yes.
Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
I don't know, maybe a voice character?
That's a good point. But you know, it could be like a cool little like Ardbert and Sidus kind of talking moment.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. Nope.
I loved when they did that at the end of 5.0.
It was so badass.
One of my absolute favorite touches.
He had the little necklace on, the little medallion. My medallion. Oh, for the images, it kind of works, though.
Mm-hmm. Thinking back to the first time we heard this music and Kyle dunked on it.
I messed up this part of the story. He just goes like, it was so badass, and like he was like, take it, it's yours. And wait, no, that's Troy.
No, we just start doing like the explosion sounds.
Yeah.
Wicked White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
Oh, that lady has an awesome mullet.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Dude, Alf, no. You have a bad track record in this plaza. Yep, there we go! Alphino being positive in the plaza!
I look like an idiot.
Impossible.
I love it. Just standing there, mouth agape.
That's a good question. I like the first one. That's a great question.
Yeah, because of all of Shadowbringers. We were the only ones that could see him.
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
What do your ether eyes tell you?
Yeah.
This guy's just gonna
It's
keep
you.
making shocked faces.
The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may. People of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a Warrior of Light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Thank you,
Aye.
Tyler.
That I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass.
Yeah.
The hero who stands before you now, the Warrior of Darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore. It is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
What is he playing at?
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure.
I should have just stopped at thirst.
But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Moriange and his secrets.
Go.
Yeah,
I will
he's got
stay
a
here and
point.
watch.
Yeah.
The whole time during all this, I was thinking, like, he's not, like, Ardver's not saying anything, like, wrong. Like,
Yeah, no, then that's the great thing about it. So they moved faster than they could have on this plot point, which is awesome. And they've complicated it quite a bit.
yeah.
But Big Lug also recently confirmed that we're extra dense, so, you know, it's not like he split off or something.
Sorry, just then when you say we're extra dense, I think of us being
That
stupid.
is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
No, absolutely not. Yeah,
Yeah,
but both
I'm
options
going
are-
with that. I'm going option 2. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm with chat. Ardbert's just yelling at everyone to start
Ardbert did
MSQ
entrust
streams.
his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Nice little
Yet
piece of
that
lore.
which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
Do it.
That he is an Ascian.
Hey! I mean, maybe not. You know, it could be any ass.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree.
They love their dead bodies.
From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
But Emmett could reshape
Assuming,
bodies,
then,
so why
that
would it
this
matter?
is indeed the work of an Ascian. My mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus.
Damn it.
That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form and cognizant no doubt of Emet-Selk's failure here in the first, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
All the
Do try
time.
and keep up. Do try and keep up.
Verily. For
A
they
sweet
possess
summer
no
child.
corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light. On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. 'Twas only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emet-Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association. That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
Okay, but can we come up with a different name for him, please?
His performance appears to have concluded.
Ardbus?
What now? Go back out and follow him?
His performance, that's the most spectacular right there. That's a good way to call it.
And I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
We need Thancred or
Yeah.
Yugiri.
Yeah, but he's rightfully busy. So, they couldn't have him here because, yeah, he'd be perfect for the job. Poto salad? So why was Oriange confused that we haven't been possessed?
I don't get that, and I don't get I know I was hung up on Ardbert and his body and all that stuff, but if Emmett could just reconfigure a body to be whatever he wanted, like, why does it matter that he has Ardbert's actual body?
Yeah, like someone's gonna notice more.
I'm hung up on two things there. I don't understand why Oriange was talking about us and influence. It's like, well, Thancred had a necklace.
Yeah, there was a whole business with a necklace.
Yeah, and I was like, it was the crystal in the necklace, and I don't know.
Yeah, because it went when it exploded.
Yeah.
They made a whole deal about it.
Oh, all right. Good slow motion sound effect there.
Thank you.
Well played. Also, shout out to Daykoff, who super chatted during that said, well, I sure hope Garrett picks up the phone because Kyle freaking called it.
Yeah.
On the Elidibus riding the Ardbert. And yes, I know phrasing. I don't care. I hear it and I don't care.
Yes. Mayhaps the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence, or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say. So he says it right there, that they can't avail themselves of all mortal vessels, but then goes, yeah, that's a weird point to bring up, old Oriange.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.